So lesson 2. Again, this is a video series for really beginners, nothing for skilled pilots. So, beginners in Taranis and in OpenTx firmware. In lesson 2, we will try make some programming on delta wing, because I have now, without any small delta wing airplane right for this movie, I will help with my F-16. My F-16 has 2 servos on elevator, so each half of elevator has a custom own servo. So imagine this like delta wing. Yes, I think you can. And how it is connected on a receiver? Channel 1, channel 2 and motor EDF inside is on channel 8. And what is really important, battery is not connected. Model is now, airplane is now without power. Battery is not connected, because before connecting power we must prepare our model, save switch for throttle, etc. So I will connect, I will switch on the Taranis.
Switch warning.
And we will create a new model. I hope that you have some experiences from lesson 1 or your own programming. So this lesson will not be so detailed like lesson 1. Yes, it will be more quick and without really detailed descriptions of basic functions. This is in lesson 1. Lesson 2 is more advanced, and lesson 3 will be more advanced, etc, etc. So we will create a new model. We know how from lesson 1. We will rename it, for example, delta. Again, model is without the power. Delta. Okay. Timer and timers later. What I used extended trims, especially for maiden flight, for first starts, and I check if my trim step is fine, because this is fine. And what is important, our receiver in airplane, of course, is binded with this transmitter. If you don't know how, I have a movie about binding receivers with Taranis transmitter. So inside F-16 or inside this delta is X8R receiver, and it is binded with this transmitter in D16 mode, like receiver number 2. So I won't select this receiver. So D16 and receiver number 2. Yes, it's used, I know it, and I am fine with this. So I think on this screen for now this is all. I will go on mixer mixer window, mixer screen, and I will delete or erase all mixes, because we will create our own mixes. Now we will create a safety switch for throttle. How I say throttle or motor is on channel 8. So we won't say if this 2-position switch will be on this position, override channel number 8, it means motor in my case, with value not 0, because we know 0 is half throttle, with value minus 100, and check this box, and now it works. We can create mix on channel 8, mixer here, so channel 8, so we will create a mix. I can each mix in mixer set with name, with own name, custom name, but it takes a long time, and for this movie we will use names only in necessary situations. So these basic mixes I will set without the names. Yeah. So source will be throttle stick, okay, and white 100%, because in this airplane is just EDF, and I don't want situation when my F-16 will flying in this room. I must set for this movie, I want to set for example 15% throttle for full throttle. Yes, only 15% of motor on full throttle for safety. So maybe you can say, oh, it's easy, just wait 15% and it will be okay. Yeah, we can try it, and you will see this is not right solution. Because if I set wait 15%, this is 15% around a center, and center is half throttle. So check it in servo monitor. Now it is without response because our safety switch is on, so I will our safety switch set off, and you can see, yes, it is 15%, but actually around center, around 0, so we have in all time half throttle. Of course this is not what I want. So back, we can set again 100%. Of course in a standard flying you need more than 15% of throttle, but same time you can meet this or similar situation, and this is often a mistake in the programming. So how we can to do? We will use a curve, custom curve number 1, and we will edit it. We need only 2 points for this situation, and we will set that when throttle stick will be on point number 1, minus 100, it means this lower position, mixer response, in our case motor response, will be minus 100, it means 0 throttle. If this stick will be on 100 position, it means point number 2, 100, real throttle will be only 15% up minus 100, it means minus 85. I think it is clear. Yes, so minus 100, minus 85. In real life, 15% of throttle on full throttle stick movement. We can check it. You can see only 15% throttle response. One important thing, I will repeat it again and again in each movie because this is so often a mistake. When I will use custom curve number 1 on other place, and if I will this curve edit on other place, I will edit this curve none not only for new instance but for this instance too. If you need other curve, you must create new curve, CV2, CV3, CV4, etc, etc. Because all curves on one place, and all curves from this one place are used on more situations. It means I can use CV1 in, for example, 10 mixes, but if I will edit CV1 on one of these places, I will edit it for all 10 mixes for all 10 situations. So if you need other mix, other curve, you must create other curve. Okay, now we will switch on safety switch for motor, and we will connect battery in my airplane, because my motor is now programmed safely. Our battery is connected to ESC, and we can try our motor 15% throttle. This is only about sound in this movie. So now we will create mixes for our elevons. Again, channel number 1, channel number 2. We will start, for example, on channel number 1. Channel number 1 here. We will create a mix, and it will be loaded with, not with throttle, but with elevator. Yes. And same mix. Now I will copy on channel 2 on other 11. Now only for reason for setting of subtrims and for endpoint adjustment of these two 11s. So I will copy it easy on channel 2. You can see on channel 2 I have opposite direction, so now I can easily set reverse for this servo, or I can set negative value, but I will set reverse because I want to show you it. So it is on the next screen. Channel 2 I want set reverse. So this arrow direction, that's all. First I will set subtrim, for example something like that, and same on channel 1. I will check if both 11s are on same position. It means something like that. Maybe I will zoom it a little bit. This will be better. Yes. For example, this is subtrim. Now we will set endpoints on channel 1. So look on arrows. It means when my stick is on this position, I will change this number. Yes. So maximum movement will be. Now I will change this endpoint, for example something here, and other side. You can see arrow now is on other side. Somewhere here. Now same or similar values on channel number 2. I can set it. I can set similar numbers and tune it later in perfect or right numbers. Yes, now I will change channel 2, endpoints on channel 2, but without the servo movement, because this makes horrible sound in edge positions. So this I want make smaller. Smaller value, and here same smaller value. Something like that, for example. So, endpoints. Here is mixer, here is mixer. So now I will, from channel 2, I will delete this mix, because this was only for endpoint adjustments and for subtrims. And now I will tune this elevator. Actually, I don't know what I can tune on this. Okay, I will make a copy, and copy we will change for ailerons, because ailerons are now without any response. I have ailerons here because I have a mode 4. So select, down, enter. I have a copy, and I will now a copy, edit. So source will be not elevator but ailerons. So now this number 1 is with channel, with elevator function, and with aileron 2. Of course, with mixing both functions together. What I can set on this mix, for example, differentiation. Actually, I don't need differentiation on this this servo movement, but I want it from any reason, for a reason of this video. So differentiation, and this is this side is okay, and I won't make this side smaller. So this is curve, differentiation, and I will change number. If plus or negative number, I don't know, just try it. Make servo on right side, on button in my case, and I will change a number, and I will look if, yes, you can see, then you can see movement. I want, for example, minus 25. Now I can copy both mixes on channel 2. Elevator, voila. Elevator is working same like on channel 1, but aileron is only on channel 1. So same way, mix with ailerons. I will copy on channel number 2. But how you can see, of course, this is wrong. I need different servo movement. So how I will fix it? It's easy. I will just make a negative minus value on this weight in this mix. That's all. You can see now it is alright. Now it is right. So what next? For example, if I will have full throttle, my airplane is going too much up, and I want a mix which will make a little bit pull on elevons, a little bit pull if my throttle will be on full throttle. I think it's clear. If my throttle will be full, I need some pull function on elevons. How I can to do? And I need no reaction on zero throttle, no reaction on half throttle, and small reaction on full throttle. So we will copy, for example, elevate this mix from elevator. I will copy it. Now you can see on channel 1 we have 3 mixes, and this number 3 I will change. So source will be not elevator but throttle. Yes. For programming of this function is you really need your safety switch on. Yes, for no throttle on motor. So source is throttle, and I will set a curve for right values, right response on elevator or elevons, on throttle stick movement. So curve will be custom. We will create a new curve, CV2, and we will change it. For this function we need minimally 3 points curve, and we want to set if throttle stick will be on -100, point number 1, reaction will be 0, like is. If my throttle stick will be on center position, on 0 position, point number 2, reaction will be 0, like is. And if my throttle stick will be on full throttle position, 100, this is point number 3, I need, for example, I will make a bigger response for video purpose. For example, 40 to 50. Of course, this is too much, but for this movie, only for this movie. Yes. So on minus nothing, on 0 nothing, on full throttle we have a reaction on elevator, for now on channel 1 only. Yes. I will make a name for this mix, for example pull up. Sorry, pull up, pull down. Yes, we need nose down. I will make name pull. For example, this is only about how I want to show you, you can set this name. Yes, so on channel 1 we have 3 functions. First, line number 1, elevator. Line number 2, ailerons. And line number 3, elevator reaction on full throttle, from half throttle up. But I want this mix reaction on throttle will works only if my switch, for example this switch, will be on top position. It's easy, so we will make a change on line number 3, and we just make here change switch, this switch in top position, SD, switch D in top position. So now will works this reaction of elevator on throttle stick will works only if the switch will be on up position. Yes. Now I can copy this mix on channel 2 on second 11. So we will check it. Yes, you can see elevator response, on throttle, only if the switch is in this position. Next, similar is if I put my airplane in the air by my hand, I need maybe a little bit pull up function. So I use this mix. So if this switch will be in up position, I want a little bit pull up. How? Again, we will copy first line, for example, and we will change it. Name, for example, start, because I use it for start, because I want to be sure that my airplane will fly up and not down in the grass. In the grass in better case, in rocks in wrong case. Start. Start. Okay. What will be source? Source will be not elevator but function max. What is max? Max, it means if this mix will works, max just send on channel, on servo, this waked value. For example, I want waked only 15%, or for this movie 50%, and source will be not elevator but max. You can see here max. Now if this mix is working, you just send 50% on channel number 1. Yes, without any next problem. But how I say, I won't use it only if my switch, this switch C, is in up position. So switch, which switch? This switch, which position? This position. That's all. Yes, a C arrow up, it means switch C up position, top position. You can see how it works, but you can see different direction. I want up, not down. So I must change 50 on -50. Yes, max is easy way how set any value on channel without use sticks or potentiometers. Yes. This is not only one way. More ways are for this. Now I show you this max value. So now you can see how it works. And what next? I want slower outgoing of this mix. So not slow up, but slow down. For example, 1 second. So activating of mix is quick, but deactivating is slow. Yes, it makes this function slow down. And now again I can copy this mix on channel number 2, and we can try how it works. So if I want start, I will a little bit pull up, so I am sure my airplane will fly up, not down. I fling my airplane in the air, put radio, and I will switch over this mix, and I can control my airplane by a normal way. So next will be dual rates, trial rates and exponentials. If you don't know what are dual rates or trial rates, just find it on Google. In simple, you can just change sensitivity of your airplane on your stick movements. For example, ailerons. Step number 1. Select a switch which will switch your dual rates or trial rates. For example, I will select this switch. If this switch will be on up position, my mixes on my mixer will work how we have now in a normal situation without any change. If this switch will be on center position, all ailerons response will be limited on 70%, and I have any expo, it means sensitivity around center will be smaller. And if this switch will be on down position, ailerons will be limited on, for example, 50% of normal response, and sensitivity above center will be really low for light, delicate flying in condition without the weather, without the wind, for example. So first switch. So this will be normal. Okay. So weight 100, expo 0. It means without any change. But I will set a switch for this situation, up position of this switch. Exit. Now I will copy this value and I will change a copy same way like in mixer. Yes, because now we are not in mixer, we are in inputs. Yes, inputs, its name for dual rates, trial rates and expo. So select, copy, and now I will change a copy. Again, first change switch center position, and how I say, if it will be in center position, weight of ailerons response, all mixes with aileron stick will be limited on 70%. You can see it here graphically, 70%. And expo will be other side. It means response around center will be smaller. Yes. Exit, exit. And again, I will make a copy, so I have now dual rates and I want trial rates, so one next. And I will change new copy. Again, first change a switch. Switch down position, and on this down position of switch we will have aileron limited on 50% and expo will be bigger for 70%. This is really with small response around the center. Yes. Now we have trial rates. 100 reaction, 70% reaction with expo and 50% reaction with bigger expo. You can see I have now full ailerons, and if I will switch this switch, I change maximum reaction on ailerons stick. Just dual rate, trial rate. If you don't know what it is, Google it. Now I can, this free free trial rates, I can copy it, for example, on elevator functions. But I will copy it with ailerons input. Of course, this is bad, but we will fix it easy. Now I will just copy this free trial rates on under elevator line. Yes, under elevator, one, next, and free here. So you can see elevator input is loaded. This is default with elevator, but next three lines, it means elevator input is loaded with aileron stick. Of course, this is bad, so I will change it easy. Same like in mixer, source will be elevator. Okay, same here. Yes, and now I can default line, I can delete it, same like mix. So now I have trial rates on ailerons and on elevator too. Of course, I can set different values on elevator, dual rates or trial rates. I can set different value on expo, on elevator, and I can set different switch for trial rates of elevator, how I want. And I can make not only trial rates but many more values in inputs, so this is not dual rates but money rates. Yes, so this is basic introduction to dual rates or trial rates. Again, each of them I can set with custom name how I want. So dual rates. And last thing, I think we can take a look on timers. We will take a look on throttle timers. On OpenTx in standard version we can use 3 types of throttle timer. This is on second screen here, and for example timer 1 I will set and I will use nice function. I don't know about other system which can use it. Throttle percents. What it means. For example, I know that my airplane can fly on full throttle on my battery for 5 minutes. So 5 minutes on full battery on full throttle. With some safe limit, I can say okay, so 5 minutes is on edge, 4 minutes and 30 seconds will be okay. 4 minutes 30 seconds. So I now have set motor timer on 4 minutes 30 seconds, but with function throttle percents. I will show you different later. And second timer I will set like throttle, this throttle S, throttle switch. It means not throttle switch but throttle switched by throttle stick. Go with page on screen with throttle with timers. First, if I change timer, I must reset flight, and with flight I will reset the timers. How? Just press longer enter, reset. What? All flight, it means timers and telemetry, or I can reset only timer 1, timer 2, or only telemetry. By the way, I can set custom switch on each of them functions. So I won't reset all, so reset flight. And now I have timer 1, throttle with percents set on 4 minutes 30 seconds and throttle switched by throttle stick timer. Now I will put throttle stick up, and both timers are counting a time. If I will put throttle on 0, both timers will stop. So where is different? When I put half throttle, this throttle tool, THS, will count the time with normal scale, with normal tempo. But throttle percent will count the time because it's half throttle with half tempo, with half speed. It means if I have 4 minutes 30 seconds,
radio antenna defective.
I am too close to receiver. So if I have 4 minutes 30 seconds, it will take 4 minutes 30 seconds in real time only on full throttle, but on half throttle it will take 9 minutes, etc., etc. It means this is really nice function how I can check my battery time without telemetry. Of course, telemetry with current sensor is the best, but sometimes you have not current sensor, or you have not space inside a fuselage for telemetry sensor on some small airplanes. I use it, and this really works. Yes, especially for electrogliders, because with electroglider, you know, sometime on full throttle, sometime on half throttle, sometime on small throttle, and next half hour without any throttle. And after some time you can ask yourself, how many power remain in my battery? Maybe it's fully discharged, or is enough power in battery. With this function you can easily make this better. This is function from ER9X, Open9X, and in OpenTx is this function too. And I don't know about other radio with this function. So, both timers, TH% and THS, are switched on by throttle stick, but with different reaction on throttle position, on speed of counting of time. Again, I will reset the flight, and I will show you how I say 3 motor timers. So, which is number 3? Number 3, here, timer 2. Timer 2 we will change from THS on THT. It means Throttle Trace. And this combination I normally use without the telemetry. Throttle percents and Throttle Trace. Throttle percents, we know, it is with the reaction on a scale of time counting, but what is Throttle Trace? Throttle Trace will start count the time with first movement of throttle stick, and it will count with normal scale, normal speed, without any reaction on a position of throttle stick, with normal speed, normal time, and it will count not depending on throttle position, included 0 position. Yes, I have a 0 position, but it counts. So, for electrogliders, I will reset it again. If I will start, yes, if I will start, timer number 1 will check my motor time, and timer number 2 will count a complete time of my flight, including flying without the motor. Yes, so I think it's all for now. Again, sorry for my
antenna defective.
Sorry for my English. Antenna is okay, but I am too close to my receiver. So, sorry for my English. I hope it can be helpful for you. And next lesson will be some standard plane with 4 servos wing, maybe with some flight modes. We will see later. So thanks for your watching, have a nice day, and see you later.